and welcome to Trashtalk on Battlegroup, where I will be talking about the various ship hulls you could put in your fleet in Lancer Battlegroup, and in this episode, we will be talking about the frigates, Part 1. Frigates in Lancer Battlegroup are often the cheapest hull to obtain and outfit. They essentially take the role of being a meat shield. You could even use defensive screen tactic to have a frigate takes a shot for a bigger capital vessels, and since you could deploy 3 of them in your fleet at max, that could be a lot of frigates to go through. There are 12 frigate hulls available in Lancer Battlegroup, and for now, we are gonna talk about the first 6. GMS frigates, much like their mech chassis counterparts, are all generalists. You can put these in any fleets and it will work well. All 3 GMS frigates are 3-pointer with 16 health, 10 defense, as well as 1 primary and the other slot, giving it decent durability, and decent firepower for their size. What makes them truly unique are their traits. Caspian Sea has fire control networking, which makes it so that for once per round when one allied battle group consumes lock-on, they can reroll their attack, and as a bonus, if this ship is assigned to defensive screen, it also gives away lock-on. Basically, this frigate gives you and your allies bonus just by having it do frigate things that you want it to do anyway, and many other frigate traits follow the same formula too. Like Huron, which has flak screen trait, which makes it so that 50% of the time when enemy battle groups sent in their wings and escorts, they get incoming flak, and if you have it screens another ship, any wings and escorts going towards that ship will get even more flak. You could even flak harder with more Huron, if you think you don't have enough flak. Both Caspian Sea and Huron also have auxiliary slots, usually used for smaller support weapons that add more firepower, or act as active defense. Superior, however, is a bit different, because it has a system instead, and honestly, it's probably easier to talk about what isn't covered within system, making it a very flexible slot for just about any sort of situations. It also has repair drone trait, which lets it repairs any ship it's screening for 2 health points. That might not sound like much, but considering the all-in nature of combat in Battlegroup, it could be the difference between survival and total annihilation. It also gives 1 limited tactics called Fleet Triage, which let you repair any capital ships or escorts, even allied ones in the same range band for 5 health point, which just sounds very useful to have. Next up, we have the Harrison Armory frigates, which are very specialized vessels built for one purpose and nothing else, which means they will suffer when being put outside of it, but at the same time will excel when utilized to their best. Creighton is one of the most fragile frigates in the list, and the main reason why is that it's less of a ship and more a gun, as the only frigate with a goddamn super heavy slot for the really big guns. Which is also why a lot of people made meme Battlegroup that has 3 Creightons in it for all the guns, and then realized that's boring because you will not be doing anything most of the time, and also you will get killed most of the time, because 12 health points is just really low. Anyway, Creighton has not 1, but multiple traits. Let's start with the first one, purpose built, which lets it mount a charged super heavy weapon for 1 less point. This is where the book gets a little smart, because there is no super heavy weapon at only 1 point cost. You get 0, 2 and 3, so if you want one of the better super heavy, you will be spending 4 point and more on your Creighton. You also get to pick a second trait for Creighton. One is the Vega pattern targeting laser, that is a gun that also locks onto target, which mean you might just shoot better when your spool gun has charged up. The other is called calibrated firing platform, which just add +1 to your attack roll and +3 reliable damage at extreme or long range, 5 and 4 range to be exact. You also get to reroll your attack at extreme or long range for once per engagement, because it would totally suck if you miss your shot after charging it up for so long. Basically, you got a more active option, and a lazy captain option, and like I said, Harrison Armory vessels do one thing well and everything else terribly. Hustown is the first 4-point frigate you will see in the book, and probably the most unique one because it has no guns, as it only has 2 system slots. It's a pure support ship, but even a pure support ship can be hilariously dangerous in Battlegroup. It even has enhanced logistic trait, a limited 2 trait where you can expend its uses to remove 1 refresh counter from any reloading weapon, upgrade, and ability in either your Battlegroup or allied one in same range band, and the list can include super heavy weapons, or systems that are previously held in balance from being infrequent in their usage. Finally, there's the Turin, another 4-point frigate with 2 auxiliary and 1 system, which just means all the support firepower. Its trait, active defense, even gives the battle group its screening with more interdiction, which is good against missile because the missile knows your location at all time, and it knows this because you aren't dead yet. And that's basically it for the 6 frigates I have reviewed. The Caspian Sea, that's going to give you all the lock on, the Huron that will give the enemy all the flak, the Superior that can keep its allies intact, the Creighton that's just a gun, the Housetown that's all about support, and the Turin that's all about support firepower. Anyway, that's all for now, and I will see you all next time. Hello there, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell button. If you really want to support my channel, you could visit my Patreon page, or buy me some coffee, links in the description. Anyway, have a nice day.